Also, in this video, you will learn about problems on impedance and reactance diagram. So, in previously we have seen unloaded problems. Now, loaded problems. First, we will see the problem statement of this problem. A 300 MVA 20 kilowatt 3-phase generator has a reactance of 20%. So, reactance value is given 20%. The generator supplies two motors M1 and M2 over a transmission line of 64 kilometers as shown in one line diagram. So, we can see the one line diagram. So, which consisting of generator, transformer 1 and transformer 2. In between transmission line we have 64 kilometers. From the transformer 2 the supply is giving to the motor 1 and motor 2. So, that is the thing you can observe in this given one line diagram. So, and also they given the some ratings of the components. So, ratings of components as follows: transformer 1 is 350 MVA, 230 kilovolt bar, 220 kilovolt, X reactance is 10%. Transmission line is 64 kilometer, length is 64 kilometers and reactance value is J0.5 per kilometer. And transformer 2 is composed of 3 single phase transformers, each rated 127 bar 13.2 kilovolt, 100 MVA with leakage reactance of 10%. And motor 1 and motor 2. Motor 1 is 200 MVA 13.2 kilovolt and reactance is 20%. And motor 2 is belongs to 100 MVA 13.2 kilovolt, X value is 20%. X value means reactance value. So, these are the ratings are given. Selecting the generator rating as base and draw the reactance diagram with all the reactants are marked in per unit. So, per unit values we have to calculate for all the components. The motor 1 and 2, M1 and M2 have inputs of 120 MW megavolt and 60 megavolt and 13.2 kilovolt and operates at unity power factor. Find the voltage at terminal voltage of the generator. So, these are the data is given. So, we need to draw the reactance diagram. So, base values are MVA is 300 kilovolt of generator, 20 kilovolt of transmission line, 230 motors are 13.8. So, similarly you can calculate the reactances easily. Reactance of generator, reactance of transformer 1. So, using the standard formula. So, reactance of generator nu is equal to reactance of generator volt into MVAB nu by MVAB volt into kV square B volt by kV square B nu. So, using that formula you can calculate. Substitute the MVAB nu value, volt value and kV square. So, kV B and kV B volt and nu. So, you will get J 0.2 per unit. So, similar. So, old and new reactance values are similar for generator. For transformer, so connected, consider the secondary side of it. So, now reactance values of transformer 1 is, so old value 0.1 J 0.1 into 300 by 350 into 230 square by here 230 square by 230 square. So, this will be cancel, each other cancel. So, now 0.085 J 0.085 per unit you will get. Okay. So, generator over transformer 1 over. Now, similarly transmission line. So, transmission line is different. So, we will use one different formula to calculate the reactance of the transmission line. So, nu is equal to reactance of transmission line XTL nu is equal to XTL ohm into MVAB by kV square. So, reactance of that one is J 0.181 per unit, 181 per unit. So, reactance of transformer 2, calculate the primary side. So, primary side, so using the standard formula, So here we got reactance of transformer to J 0.09 per unit. And for motor, so using the standard formula, so xm1 nu is equal to xm1 volt into MVAB nu by MVAB volt into kV square B volt by kV square B nu. So these are the formulas, standard formulas. You have to remember more, since every problem we will use this formula. So instead of motor, instead of generator, instead of transformer, so this formula is same. Okay, so this is one very important formula. So this formula you have to practice well. So reactance of the motor 1 is J 0.274 per unit and motor 2 J 0.549 per unit. So these are the reactances values we calculated. So next we are moving to the generator 2 reactance. Generator 2 is not there in this problem. So only one generator, two motors, two transformers, one transmission lines. All values we have calculated. Generator reactance, reactance of transformer 1, transmission line, reactance of transformer 2, reactance of motor 1 and motor 2. Now we need to draw the reactance diagram. So already we have discussed in previously also, motors, generators always connected in parallel, and transmission lines and transformers are connected in series. So generator is reactance is 0.2, it is connected parallel. Motor and generator combination will be motor parallel, and transformer 1 reactance, transformer 2 reactance is a transmission line motors. So this is how we need to draw the reactance diagram. Next we have to calculate the motor voltage VMT. So how to calculate VMT we will see in next slide. So here first we have to calculate the currents, and then VMT we can calculate. So VMT is equal to voltage, terminal voltage at motor, terminal voltage at generator is VGT. So here we can see VMT, VGT. Total electrical power shows the motors are 120 plus 60, that is equal to 180 megavolt. So IM is equal to 180 into 106 by root 3 into 13.2 into 103 into 1. So this is the formula we have. So voltage square divided by formula current power. So if we get current, we will get current is 7873 amperes. So it is expressed in current in per unit. Per unit is equal to IB is equal to 1000 into 300 by root 3 into 13.8. So we got this one. So IM in per unit is equal to IM by IB. So IM by IB is this value. IM is 7873, IB is 12551 amperes. So take a fraction of these two values. So 0.627 per unit you will get. So VMT in per unit is equal to 13.2 by 13.8, 0.96 we will get. So VGT is equal to VMT voltage plus IM into transformer 1 reactance plus transmission line plus transformer 2 reactances. So reactances we have to add and we have to multiply with IM. So VGT finally we got 0.986 at an angle 13.07 degrees. Okay. So actual value if you take modulus of VGT is equal to modulus of VGT in per unit into 20 kilovolt. So actual value of the generator voltage is equal to 19.72 kilowatt. So this is a problem. So these values rarely they will ask. So generally they will ask you to calculate and they will ask you to draw the reactance. So this is how problems will come. Up to reactance diagram will come. Sometimes they may ask you to calculate the terminal voltage also. So you can do it this method. So this is how problems will ask from the module 1. So you have to practice more. So if you practice, then only you can solve the problems in examination. Otherwise these problems will be difficult. So since if you remember one problem, you can do it any type of problem. If you remember 3-4 formulas, and if you remember one problem method, so you can do it any problem in examination. Okay, so practice these problems well. So if you have any doubt, you can contact me. Thank you everyone.